If we abandon Chukwukika Biama in truth and honesty, please goodbye to Biafra. Biafra have in the pure years. You'll be only running around in circles. You can never come. It is the kingdom of heaven itself. You want to do something that is happening in heaven, on earth, for mankind to see and testify to the goodness of the Lord. You have to be of the courage. You have to be without fear in the face of your enemies. If you are without fear before your enemies will run from you. Rather than you running from them, your enemies will run from you. If you speak the truth always, regardless of the consequences, lies will run from you. You must protect those who cannot protect themselves, not to steal from them. I repeat, it is your job as a child of heaven, IPOB family member, to protect those who cannot protect themselves. That is your job. Not to kidnap them, not to rob them. You must be of good conduct. That's Chiku Okike Abiam left. If these conditions are not in place, then Biafra will not come. Biafra Gahabia. Going to a native doctor, Dibianyanzu, cannot save you. If you want Biafra, it doesn't work. We don't believe in that rubbish. Chukwukika is our shield and our guide. We don't commune with darkness. I am warning all 17 commanders, all our commanders, we don't commune with the devil. We don't do ordination. We believe in the protection that Chukwukika can offer. The weapon you need to protect yourself is your gun and your ammunition. We don't commune with spirit.
The worst mistake Buhari ever made was to arrest him. The worst mistake ever. What is going to happen? I am taking IPOB to Abuja on the 17th of next month in our court case.
We are with you, sir. We are with you.
There will be 2 million people in Abuja.
Yes. I will be there.
I will be there.
I will be there with you, sir.
I will be there. We take the battle to our enemies.
Yes, sir.
And let me make this very clear to you. You are under oath.
Yes.
And by virtue of that oath, you are under direct order from me.
Yes.
Any day you wake up, you hear I've been arrested, born Nigeria dance.
Yes, sir.
If we abandon Chukwukika Biama in truth and honesty, please goodbye to Biafra. Biafra have in the pure years. You'll be only running around in circles. You can never come. It is the kingdom of heaven itself. You want to do something that is happening in heaven, on earth, for mankind to see and testify to the goodness of the Lord. You have to be of the courage. You have to be without fear in the face of your enemies. If you are without fear before your enemies will run from you. Rather than you running from them, your enemies will run from you. If you speak the truth always, regardless of the consequences, lies will run from you. You must protect those who cannot protect themselves, not to steal from them. I repeat, it is your job as a child of heaven, IPOB family member, to protect those who cannot protect themselves. That is your job. Not to kidnap them, not to rob them. You must be of good conduct. That Chiku Okike Abia left. If these conditions are not in place, then I know Biafra will not come. And drop me like an anti. Biafra Gahabia. Ana Akatiana. Ana Abotiana. Going to a native doctor, Dibianyanzu, cannot save you. If you want Biafra, and I am making an audition, it doesn't work. We don't believe in that rubbish. Chukwukabiam is our shield and our guide. We don't commune with darkness. I am warning all 17 commanders, all our commanders, we don't commune with the devil. We don't do audition. We believe in the protection that Chukwukabiam can offer. The weapon you need to protect yourself is your gun and your ammunition. We don't commune with spirit.
Yes, good to have you again. Today's special day that Chukwuokike has made. I want to welcome you to this live broadcast today, the 9th day of May 2023. Today is Tuesday, and this is 8 minutes past 4 p.m. Biafra time. I want to welcome you. My name is Kelechi Ambrose, and this is Biafra Global Network. And I want to say to you, thank you for joining. And as you join, please connect, share on all your social media platforms so that people can join in and listen to the gospel of truth as we proclaim truth consistently and as always. You heard the last stuff I played about Mazen Ambekano, talking about the only way we're going to get Biafra is in truth. And also, we don't believe in Odeshi. That takes me to what has been happening. And today we're going to be talking critically. I'm going to be talking basically on the issue and the cases of evidences, and explain to you the details of what you have to understand about evidences. And some of us have this problem about evidences and proofs. And so I'm going to be giving you some information that you need to understand evidences. Two, I'm going to be speaking. I don't speak about people. The main person that is my focus in this Biafra, whom I must talk about, is Simon and sometimes Azuka, because Simon is the one who actually we all came together to, because we saw that we cannot open every front, different front to fight this. We just need a front. And since Mazen Ambekano Mazen Ambekano recommended Simon, we decided to come together with, our energy, our strength, and everything to come to support Simon to make sure that this one front becomes formidable and strong. And that is why we came around and joined forces with him to see, not knowing that he was not doing what he was supposed to do. He was manipulating us and all of that. That is why you see, I'm going to always face him and speak about him. Today, he has blocked me on Twitter. I don't care. I'll still be getting information about what he's posting and getting the evidences and the proofs I need. He can run the wicked runs when no one is pursuing. So it is normal for him to run. I don't block people on any of my social media platform. Come there and be the e-frog you want to be. I'll welcome you strongly, and I would also, all I need to do is to ignore your posts. And if I need to unfriend you, I'll unfriend you, but I don't block you. You have to still come to see what I'm posting and the things I'm doing. And that's my tactics. I am not afraid of anything because I don't have anything to hide. And so today But today I'm going to be speaking about Raph Ajere, Chiamaka. I saw his broadcast on Sunday, or someone told me about what he was saying and then sent it to me, and I listened to it. And normally I don't come to talk about those frogs, those lily livered and those jellyfish that are moving with Simon. I don't talk about them. They say so many things, so I don't talk about them. But today I'm going to be talking to Raph, because you know I have to talk to him today. He has gone too far, and he has decided to come against those people that are more than him. Those people that are more than him. He's coming against everyone that's more than him. Everybody he's talking about, me, Pastor Livingstone, Ify Onwubike, or any of them, he is not 1/10 of any of us. He has not done anything that we have done. Let me talk myself anyways. He cannot enter the places I've entered. He has never entered them in his life. He can be in the country he is, in Italy or wherever he is, doing whatever, working somewhere. I'm not looking down on him, on his job, on whatever he's doing. It's good. There's dignity in labor. Work in any factory and do whatever you want to do. But on the level of diplomacy, on the level of professionalism, on the level of any levels, Raph Chiamaka cannot come close. So I will talk to him. I'll talk to him today through this broadcast, because he came out on Sunday to mess himself up. I'm going to today help him to mess himself, rubbish him very well today, so that he will understand that we actually want to. And after that, I do that. I face his principal, who is Simon. Simon is the person, because he actually manipulated Biafrans, and he's the one we're going to face and keep facing, because I will keep exposing lies. Nobody can stop me. So if you come here to tell me that every time I speak about Simon, well, I have to speak about him, because he's the custodian of the lies they all proclaim and speak about. He's the one, the main cynosure, or the cynosure, not main cynosure anyways. He's the cynosure of the lies that every of the frogs and every other people like Azuka and all of that are representing all out there. Whatever they come to do in broadcast, whatever they come to say, whatever they try to show to you, it's Simon that is the face of all of those manipulations and all of that. So I'll keep facing him, and then his frogs and his other people can keep running around in circles on social media and all of that and saying what they want to say. That's their business. But today I'm going to talk about Raph. And of course, today also we're going to be looking at, first time I was telling you something that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. I played the audio of that, but I'm going to talk about that today, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, it is only truth. I'm going to play it again so that you can hear it. Only truth. And we don't do Odeshi. And that brings me to the point, what Simon Boyce went to do today at Ogidi, I think in Anambra State also. Today, some of them were killed by the Nigeria agents, the Nigeria forces, because they went on kidnapping spree. Remember the other the audio that we one time played. I'll get it again. I'm going to get it again. I pray that I'm expecting Madam Ify here and other people soon. I hope is going to come with that audio where Azuka is telling. Where Success Azuka in a meeting where Azuka and co were with some of the commanders. Success was telling the commander they were talking to that they should go into kidnapping. They can go into kidnapping to raise money. And Azuka was there, which means that it was a preconceived decision that they now Success is speaking it out to them to tell them. She was seated. She was there in that meeting. She never said anything, telling them to go into kidnapping. And today we see some of them have been killed by the Nigeria agents. I have the video. I have every proof, and I got the information on ground. And our men are being killed. Now, Simon, I'm telling you, Simon, you are responsible for the death of our men who are being killed. Yes, I know that they are adults. They should reason. When you tell them to go and kill, they should tell themselves no. When you tell them they should go and kidnap, they should tell themselves no. When you tell them to go and steal and kidnap people and make money through that means, they should be able to say no and with their senses. But the fact is that as you being their leader and as you being their motivator, they look up to you. And you told them to go kidnap you, Azuka, Success, and other people told them to go kidnap. And today they are kidnapping ESN, instituted by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You manipulated some of them. You are using some of them now. Today they have been killed. As Others have been killed over time. Remember the other time, last week, we showed you some other, that Simon came on social media and told you that these are not men of the ESN. Simon came all out to speak. But these are men working with Simon, and they were caught by the Nigerian agents, paraded on the media. You saw it, and then people were saying it's not ESN. And people just come to speak when they don't have facts. But we have facts that there are men working with Simon. We have those facts. And today, again, I have the evidences, the video. I won't play such kind of video here because this video will actually not YouTube might block this stuff. You'll see the guys who went to kidnap today. Simon's boy is working with one of his commanders, you know, and I don't want to mention the guy's name anyways, but maybe with time, I'm going to mention the name. So now, Simon, we're telling you, you think you are getting away with all the criminality and all the evil you are doing right now, but I was telling you that you are just beginning, and you will see that we will see to the end of this stuff. You will face justice. We're telling you, you're going to face justice. We're not going to take laws into our hands, but you will face justice. Biafrans would deal with this case, and Biafra Nation will deal with your case. You have blocked me on Twitter. You can always run on social media, but you can't hide because we'll always find you. We'll always get the information of all of that and all of that. Thank you so much, all. Let me look at the messages coming in. Thank you so much, Madu Abuchi, good evening, watching again. Thank you so much, my brother. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for those who are standing for the truth and who know that it is not about persons, but it's about the truth. You will always see them. They will always reason things. When you say things, they reason it out, and you'll find them, of course, knowing that you are standing for the truth, and they will appreciate it. And UB says, all hail Biafra, trust. Truth must prevail. That's the only way you can achieve Biafra. That's what Mazin Namikano said. I'm going to play that again for the people to listen to. Hi, Kelechi. Thank you so much, Konon View. Thank you so much, Edith Nedu. Good to have you. Good evening, Brother Kelechi. Thank you so much, Edith Nedu. I've been standing, always standing for the truth. I appreciate you so much. UB says Raphael is a fake pastor and a double agent. Snitch. Raph, it's just you are just I call you. Do I call you? Was when currency happened to put his currency, and you called me and you were asking me, angry that Simon and Co want to put this currency, but you never came all out to condemn it. But if you say it's a lie, now come out and say it's a lie. You didn't call me on that end, and then I'll come here and play the audio for the people to listen. I don't come try to castigate people, you know, but I say the truth, and that's what it is. You told me, I told you the details of how they want to put their faces on the currency. I told you about Azuka calling out a commander and asking him the whereabouts of Mirugo or the location of Mirugo. I told you all of those details. You were angry. You were talking against Simon. You were talking against Azuka. You were even giving me information about Azuka and all of that and all of those details. And you never came all out to condemn it. Now you have the guts to come out to talk nonsense about me. Raph, you're calling me a boy. You think I'm your mate, huh? Raph, I don't. It's not about age, anyways. But you're just too small for me. But I'm going to talk about it today, Raph. I'm going to talk about it today because you have chewed more than you can swallow. Who is Raph to give our attention? He doesn't worth it. Yes, I know, Chisom, he doesn't worth it. But anyways, we have to put him where he belongs, and that's why I'm going to talk briefly about him today, so that you will understand that we're not on the same level. For the fact that we are all, fighting for our freedom doesn't mean we're on the same level. He talked about the issue of the radio and the woman, and the radio station in the US. He mentioned that. Today, I'm going to tell the people, you don't even have contact to the man directly. You don't have information to the man. You were only called in. Well, I'll go into those details anyways. Who is Raph to give our attention? He didn't worth it at all. He has the same character with Victor Uzaganobi. Of course, definitely. That definitely people who are looking for anywhere it will favor them. They're looking for, attention. They're looking for, viewership on their YouTube, on their stuff, so that they can be making money. You see them opening look at Simon, channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, opening different channels just to make money. These are people who are money mongers and looking for viewers. viewership, so that they can increase the viewership. I don't care about that. I tell people, some people were threatening me. They were going to, they're going to unsubscribe. I said, go and unsubscribe, for God's sake. Am I here for you? I didn't come to YouTube to make money. I came to proclaim the gospel of truth. That is what I came. That is my first priority. I am not condemning those who are making money. Of course, if YouTube is collecting money, you should be able to make money from what you're doing, because nobody can pay you for the broadcast. But if you come in with the concept of lies and then you now begin to manipulate to get more viewers, then you are condemned. People like Raphael, Ajere, Chiamaka, you're condemned. You're condemned. And I'll tell you why today. Click the like button. Thank you so much, BGN. Thank you so much for that. You are correct, Brakelich. We must talk about Simon. He's the leader. Yes, yes, we must talk about it. We must see when they tell you, why are you talking about this person? That is another way of covering lies. Anytime they come up with their lies, you must expose it. That is how to get evil out of the way. That is how to get evil out of the way. Raph dedicated 4 hours to blackmail innocent people. The Raph is just he's just empty. He's I don't want to insult people because I don't image is blood. Oh wow. I think it was the network. I hope it's better now. Okay, it's better now. Okay, he said it's better now. Couldn't view. Thank you so much. Raphael is doing the dirty job for Simon Ekpa. He's now the lie Muhammad of the online. When they want to lie, they will come all out and raise their voice to give you see the way he was doing some fake laughter. I was just watching him psychologically. I was just laughing when I was watching him. For 40 minutes plus, he was talking about me, talking anyhow, opening his mouth to tell that I'm jobless and all of that. Today, I'm challenging Raph. Come out with what you are doing, that you say you are not jobless. I am the one who is jobless. Come out with what you are doing and let me bring evidences of the things I'm doing. And let's see who has the time. And let's prove it today. Let's prove it. Let's know you are just an empty walk and somebody somewhere hustling, just doing your work. You're not a professional. You can't compete with me in any level. But before I go into Raph, before I go into that and then talk about evidences today, I'm going to yes, my brother, I'm going to do that. You must expose their lies, however small the e-frogs is. Yes, I'm going to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you today, as I've told you, Simon, you're allowing our men to be killed. You have deceived these guys. You have told them to go into kidnapping, and some of them are going to the kidnappings and they're being killed here and there. We have the names of those who are killed today. We have their details. We know they are working with you under one of the camps controlled by one of your commanders, which I don't want to mention his name for now. And then of course those things are not their real names anyways. We are telling you, Simon, you think you are enjoying the time, you are enjoying the dance and everything. You are dancing, you are enjoying yourself. You and Azuka having a good time, killing people, going to kidnap and all of that. But the law will catch up with you. You think you're going to hide? You can't hide. We're all in this thing. We all will not die. We'll all will see it. We'll all will see Biafra, including you, Simon. So that when you see Biafra, then you will be tried. Including me, I'll be tried, so that wherever I've committed a crime, let me be punished for it. Wherever I've committed a crime, I say it again, I'll be tried in Biafra. Wherever I've committed a crime, let me be punished for it. But Simon, we have evidences against you. If you have evidence against me, keep them also. And then we're going to be waiting for you there. And then we're going to meet in Biafra to be tried by Biafra laws. And so that's it. Yesterday in Kaduna State, 20-something people, about 25 or so or more, were kidnapped. And all of that. Now the elections are over. Simon has permitted and allowed the election to happen. Even when he told us that so many things were prepared, so many things were on the ground, and after 150 days, we are going to sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra, and all of those details, all of those shenanigans, and he has said all of those stuff. And now the election is over. Now the kidnapping have begun, and of course, very soon the swearing in. He has come to brag again that there will be no swearing in. And of course, there will be swearing in at Eagle Square, the opposite National Assembly. That place is always secure. In fact, that road from this, I'm going to Maitama, that corner from that road leads to Maitama to the other one leading to where you have, the police headquarters and all of that. And all those places will be blocked. So Simon, he couldn't stop election in Biafra, and he wants to stop Eagle Square from conducting the inauguration. of course, of bringing in the new so-called president of the zoological republic of the contraption called Nigeria. Simon couldn't stop an election in Biafra land, but he wants to stop the. Maybe he's wanting his people. The game is normal. The game is to incite the people and make the people go riot, so that it will now prove his point. And then when the people go riot, he will now say that, you see, I told you there will be no inauguration. We're going to handle it just like he did during just like he did during the election. He said there will be no election, and thinking that people are going to come out and refuse, and people are going to just naturally refuse to come out. And then some people came out and voted. And then the next thing he did was to, of course, the 150 days to elapse after 8 days of the election, so that within that period, he knows that Tinubu and co will not be given the mandate. Peter Obi and co will not be given their mandate. So he thought that the people will go riot, and then there will be commotion, and then he will now declare that, yes, we have ended this Nigeria, because everybody will be angry and fighting, because they will start killing people, and then people will now begin to revenge and all of that, and everywhere will go haywire, confusion, the malaise and all of that, antagonism, acrimonies, everything going upside down. And then he will now cash into that and now say that his prophecy of 150 days has come to pass. And so when he saw that it couldn't work, now he has changed it. He no more says, I know the day Biafra will come. He now says Biafra will come this year, 2023. He's expecting things to go worse, because he's expecting Tinubu to come in, and there are more troubles and all of that, and fighting, and people will now start. He's just expecting. And now he's talking about because he's looking at the news. Some people will say that let's see how the court will approve of the inauguration. Let's see how the swearing in will happen. Let's see how this will happen. And because he's hearing everybody saying this, he's now coming all out, just like he did in the issue of Lagos, when they killed and when the burning of the building on the houses of Biafrans, and of course people from Biafra land in Lagos. He came all out. He said they are going to be sit at home in Lagos, because he was cashing into the information he got that the leaders of the market will begin to they are thinking of closing down or locking down for a while the markets. And so he cashed into that. He said he's going to proclaim sit at home in Lagos, or lockdown in Lagos. Until now he's no more talking about it. All he's doing now is telling you about amalgamation and reading documents to you, and then distracting you with so much information. And when it came to the point of that flag that he showcased 2 days or 3 days ago on Saturday during the King's coronation, he now uses that as a means of distraction. How did he do that? As soon as he was busted, of course, Jaffe Boy sent a text and said, "You don't be," and told him and called his attention to that stuff. And then when he saw he was busted, the next thing he did was to send another tweet of distraction to remove the people's mind from that issue of the flag and all of that. And then, what do I call Raph now? Raph Ejire. As dumb as he is, he came all out to defend that indefensible action of Simon on Sunday by coming to say that you utilize everything for your advantage. Oh Lord, have mercy. Now you see, when people are not learned, when they are ignorant, no wonder when the woman in the US called him and said, "I want you to be." The woman called him, as every Biafran. The woman is a Biafran, a very notable Biafran for that matter. She called Raph and said, "There's a program of one of my friends who owns a particular station in the US. The station is well known in the US. I want you to begin to come to broadcast." When to broadcast in that station. When Chiamaka saw that this is going to involve, critical reasoning, this is going to involve, constructive and professionalism, not all these things they do in all these their broadcasts, coming to ring bell and just brag and shout. No, he knew that this requires another level of professionalism, another level of intellectual ability, another level of effectiveness, and another level of capacity and competence. He knew he couldn't handle it. And then he now told the woman, "There's one of us, his name is Kelechi, that can do that. Please, let's go to Kelechi." And we were on that meeting. And Raph himself said it, that Kelechi, you see, this one passed me. That is why I have come, because I know you are capable. We know you are capable of this one. He knew. Now he came to give you impression that he's so busy. Now, if he's so busy, now I want to throw this to you so that you go and tell him, because I know he's going to listen to this. Raph, if you are too busy, now that you say that you told the person, which you didn't, because even the woman that connected you to that has not even been communicating with you because of what you and Simon is doing. She's angry with you people. In fact, she told the owner of that radio station not to contribute. The owner of that radio station has an amount they give, his organization gives to Biafra every month through Simon and Azuka. The man decided to stop giving them that money. The man's organization stopped. The woman told them, stop. Told all of them to stop. All the people she brought into told them to stop because of the criminality of Simon. She no more trusts them. And she cut off communication. Now, Raph is telling you that he consulted and called the man and told him to stop to stop anything that to do with me. Now, tell Raph to prove that. Let him tell the man that he has somebody credible and let him send whether Gaddafi himself or any of them to go and broadcast in that station. That will prove to you that he actually told the man to stop. That will prove to you, that's what it's going to prove to you. But the truth is that the man saw the criminality. The man have stopped donating. The man's organization have stopped donating to Simon and his crew, his rogue team. They have stopped. They are no more interested in this thing. They are standing by watching because they want to observe. And that was why I made a statement that they said they want to observe and see how far we can go so that they will be sure, you know, these people, how they behave, these Americans. I'm not talking about the black Americans. I'm talking about the those ones who are, fair colored. You know how they behave. When they trust you, and that was why they were donating. And as soon as they saw the criminality, they hands off. But Raph is trying to give you the impression that he told them to hands off from doing anything with it. No, they stopped contributing to Simon and Azuka's organization. They stopped. And as soon as they stopped, they are standing by, even if they have heard about, they know that I am there and I need to broadcast. They are standing by, they are watching because they want to see if I am genuine too. They are already biased. They are already, not even biased, they are already disappointed. Yes, that's the word. They're already disappointed that Simon and Co are just running their own organization. They stopped contributing to them. So if Raph is saying that it is because of me, he told them not to, let him get one of his rogue partners to go there and broadcast. Let him prove that to you by bringing his rogue partner. He's talking about that. Let them go and broadcast there. They don't have what it takes. They don't have the intellectual property, the intellectual capacity. They don't have the content. Watch their broadcast. What does Raph tell? Raph just comes and shouts. What? You people should be smart. I'm talking to people because I know some of you are smart. But watch Raph. What does he offer during his broadcast? What do they do? Have they ever said something that strikes you and say, "Wow, this is a strong word"? Have they ever said no? All you hear them do is shout and ring bell, I Odogu, and all of that, and ring a bell and ring bell, and I ring bell 3 times for you. Look at what he was doing, constituting nuisance the other day. What has Simon done that he's ringing bells for? So yes, Raph is never organized. Thank you so much for that. Just like that. Coming to shout. Now, today, some of our men have been killed because they went into criminality. They went to kidnap. They steal cars. They use those cars to go and kidnap, to go and steal. That is what Success and Azuka, of course, by consent, Simon giving his consent to that meeting, that is what they tell them to do. That's what they tell them to do. Now, let me play this audio again, and then I'll go further to expose Raph. Take everything he said one after the other and tell him some stuff. Listen and watch this.
If we abandon Chukwukika Biama in truth and honesty, please goodbye to Biafra. Biafra can have any years. You'll be only running around in circles. You can never come. It is the kingdom of heaven itself. You want to do something that is happening in heaven, on earth, for mankind to see and testify to the goodness of the Lord. You have to be of the covenant. You have to be without fear in the face of your enemies. If you are without fear before your enemies will run from you. Rather than you running from them, your enemies will run from you. If you speak the truth always, regardless of the consequences, lies will run from you. You must protect those who cannot protect themselves, not to steal from them. I repeat, it is your job as a child of heaven, IPOB family member, to protect those who cannot protect themselves. That is your job. Not to kidnap them, not to rob them. You must be of good conduct. That's Chiku Okike Abiam left. If these conditions are not in place, Biafra will not come. And Broku Lakananti, Biafra Gahabia. Ana Akatiana, Ana Abotianobu. Going to a native doctor, Dibianyanzu cannot save you. If you want Biafra, and I am making audition, it doesn't work. We don't believe in that rubbish. Chukwukabiam is our shield and our guide. We don't commune with darkness. I am warning all 17 commanders, all our commanders, we don't commune with the devil. We don't do audition. We believe in the protection that Chukwukabiam can offer. The weapon you need to protect yourself is your gun and your ammunition. We don't commune with spirit.
Yeah, you're welcome back. Thank you so much. I know you are ready to go on this odyssey with me today as we go on with these facts. Now, thank you, Conan View, for pointing out that Mazin Amdekan said you abandoned Chukwu Okike Abiam in truth and honesty. Kiss goodbye to Biafra. Biafra will never come in a billion years, says Mazin Amdekan. That's what Mazin Amdekan said in that audio. And people are still fighting themselves, fighting against transparency, fighting against accountability, fighting against those who are asking for truth. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Edith Medu. God bless you, but you continue speaking the truth. Thank you. I will. And I vow to God I will. People are fighting their own freedom. Mazin Amdekan said here, look at it here. Kiss goodbye to Biafra. If you are not standing on truth and honesty, kiss goodbye to Biafra. So all this running around, all this nonsense they're doing will never give them Biafra. That is the truth. That's what Mazin Amdekan is saying. That's what he's saying. It will never come in a billion years. That means you will die over and over and over, and more generations will come and come and come. And that it's ad infinitum. It is ad infinitum. That means to the infinity. You will never get it. And then people like Raph and Cook and Co will sell their conscience to Raph that called me after the issue of the currency on the Simon's face on the currency and all of that. And we talked for over 1 hour. He was talking angrily about this, their faces being on currency. He was now telling me some things about his own experience with Azuka. But look at him now hailing these people, coming to, and he calls himself a pastor. Why? Of course, pastor means a shepherd. So people can shepherd anything. Wolves can shepherd wolves. Criminals can shepherd criminals. So when you hear people say they are pastors, it doesn't mean they are into the gospel of transparency, truth, and light. No. Because even the enemy is disguised as angel of light, even in scripture. So he was quoting the scripture, and I can't remember the scripture now, but he was just quoting it and now giving a narrative. That's why I said he's shallow in his mental content is shallow. Now let me tell you how it's shallow. Number one, let me start with this with Raph. Raph talked about formidability. When I said that I was telling these people to come together so that we can be formidable. Do you know how Raph interpreted it? Raph interpreted it to mean money, to get more money. You see how that, you see, how can this one go to a radio station to represent Biafra? A radio station of an American, a formidable radio station. He can't. He doesn't even know what formidability means. Formidable means to institute or to command dread in the minds of the other team, the other people. To have this force that will make fear, that will put fear in the other camp, or to have this ability or this brain strength, this mental capacity to do anything that will shake the camp of the opponent. That's what it means to be formidable. Formidability, or being formidable, means to have this command and this dreadful look that your enemy will look at it and fear. That you will be so competent that you can show forth everything you want to show and give the best, and then people will say, wow. That's what it means, formidability. I told him that we're telling people to come and join us to be formidable. He's looking at money. That's how criminals are. That's why today they can't give you accounts. That's why today they are collecting monies for months, for years now. They are not giving accounts. Since last year, April or so, no accounts to show for it. That is the kind of Biafra I want to build. No, Mazen Amekano said that kind of Biafra will not come in a billion years. It's not going to come. Canon View says from Kelechi's factual statement, Raph behaved like a double agent. Yes, he did. He actually behaved like a double agent because he was speaking in the narrative of Nigeria. It is only Nigeria that lies can be presented, and then they will tell you that they can use lies to defend anything they want to defend. Raph showed that. He was telling us that the flag that Simon knows that flag is not of Biafra. But Simon came to tell you that flag belonged to Biafra, and told you that Biafra is here for those who, and trying to give a narrative under this, of course, in between his statements, that he's doing everything. And because of his actions and all of that and everything he's doing, now the British couldn't stand it again. They had to go and put the Biafra flag, even in the coronation of the king. Now, he tells you now, he now comes to tell you that everything that is needed to be utilized to pass an information and prove that they are working need to be utilized, whether it is lies or truth. That is what is obtainable in Nigeria. It is only in Nigeria that you utilize everything that is criminal to justify truth. How can you justify truth using criminality? Is it possible? Mazen Amekano says here, as you see on the screen, truth and honesty. Truth and honesty. Truth and honesty. I think my stuff is down. So let me play this now so that you can hear before we continue in this stuff. Then we can.
Worst mistake Buhari ever made was to arrest him. Yes. The worst mistake ever. I will break the zoo to pieces. What is going to happen? I am taking IPAB to Abuja on the 17th of next month in a court case.
We are with you, sir. We are with you.
There will be 2 million people in Abuja.
Yes. I will be there. I will be there. I will be there with you, sir. I will be there.
Hey, we take the battle to our enemies.
Yes, sir.
And let me make this very clear to you. You are under oath.
Yes.
And by virtue of that oath, you are under direct order from me.
Yes.
Any day you wake up, you hear I've been arrested, born Nigeria down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for hanging on. I want to appreciate Madam Ifi. She just sent me the audio where Festus, the guy's name is not Success. Not Success now, it's Festus. You know, Success is also part of their camp, you know, from Simon's place, whom Simon is using to steal money and to do other things. Success is also part of the criminal. But the person who made that statement of kidnapping and all of that is Festus. His name is Festus. I have the voice message here. I'm going to play it shortly, where he was telling, Azuka was there, telling them to go into criminality, to go into kidnapping. Is that truth and honesty? Is that the kind of Biafra we want? No, that's not the kind of Biafra we expect to get. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. But before I go into those details, and then I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it. So I'm going to play it. Now, okay, you can call in maybe in the next 30 minutes, so that the Bluetooth could have been charged, because I just remembered I have not charged it. That's why I didn't even pick your call. I just had to go and connect it to the to power now, so it will charge a little before I bring it out, and then we can now use it. Now we're going now. Now, first, I've told you that number one, I've proven to you that Raph has no content mentally or intellectually. He doesn't understand what formidability means. So he came to tell you that when I talked about formidability in the last broadcast I had on Sunday, which he now came after the broadcast to do his broadcast, he thought formidability means money. You know, everything that is money, you know, everything to them is money. So he thought formidability is money. And he was saying that I'm a criminal. Well, I will tell him, to prove that I'm not a criminal, when they told me that I should endorse their faces on the currency, I told them no. And when they told me that they can also put my face on one of the coins, I said no. It's not possible. So if I'm a criminal, I would have jumped at that offer. That is what criminals do. Criminality does not mean every time money. Anything you do that jeopardizes or put other people or defrauds other people, anything you do that causes people to be defrauded, whether mentally, physically, by property, by whatever, is fraud. It's criminality. So, but they're always looking at money. So he says I'm a criminal. Let him prove that I'm a criminal in this Biafra movement, because everything that has to do with whether putting their faces on the currency, and whether putting my face on one of the coins to justify me keeping my mouth shut so that they can now put their faces on the currency, I never approved of it. I was still secretary to four different committees and member of 5 committees when I still insisted that their faces will not be on the currency. When I exposed it, I was still serving and doing the work. In fact, 2 days before that time or so, I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter for Simon to post as the spokesperson. Most of the very important letters, I write them for him. Not all those ones that you see with grammatical errors. Those ones, people like Raph and his crew that write those ones. Check the ones that are formidable, that you just watch the language, you'll see. You know that somebody who wrote this one is professional. Now, Raph, I can tell you so many things. Go to my Facebook wall, you see the things I do. And I can present to you various places I've served and the things I've done. I can present to you, Raph. I can present to me what you have done professionally. You're calling me jobless and criminal. You're saying I'm jobless. Raph, I'm busier than you. It's not to go and work in one place for 12 hours. Then you say you're busy. You're not busy. Do you know the intellectual work I do? I'm a writer. I write books. I draft movie scripts. I have movie scripts I've drafted. I'm going to shoot them very soon. Drafted professional movie scripts. I have them. I'm a writer. I write proposals for companies. I can write letters. I write reports. I can draft documents, professional documents of any level. At least I have a little knowledge on auditing accounts, because my dad is an auditor. So I learned some of those stuff from him. He's an auditor. It's not an auditor. So I have knowledge of auditing, at least professionally. I am into mast building of telecommunication masts. I have my certificate here. I can show you. Bring your stuff and show me. I am a musician. I've conducted music both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. I've done programs. Of course, you saw the other day somebody sent a message and said that he was part of those who worked with me in the Debunking crusade in 2006. I've been a musician from a young age. In fact, at a young age, I was even coordinating, helping my mother in a choir. She was also in Assemblies of God Church when she was the choir mistress. Sometimes I help her to coordinate and to teach some of those music science at a very young age. So let me show you something. I think I need to show you something. This is the program I did in Abuja, Nikon Luxury Hotel. You see Academic Gem Nigeria. You can see it there. I don't know if you guys can see it where you see the address, Area 11. Nikon Luxury Hotel. This is the program, Academic Gem Nigeria Skills, Ideas, Talent, Trade Fair. This is the program I did. Let me show you. And I invited, where Raph cannot enter. Look at it. Look at it. These are the people I invited. They will go and tell you now, see, he's working with Fulani. That was when I was doing the stuff. This is my program, the one I showed you about, I talked about. Look at the program. You see Aisha there. You see you see them there. You see, this is my program. This is the brochure of the program in 14th of March 2020, when before the lockdown. This is the document. This is it. You can see the Sultan of Sokoto there and all of that. You can see the other person. I don't know whether you can see it clearly here. It's the brochure. And of course, let me show you also where I am so that you know that this program is mine. Of course, you can see me there. You can see me there. I'm the chairman of the program and all of that. You can see my details there. I don't know whether you can see it clearly. So we are professionals. Come and show me what you have done, Raph. Criminals everywhere. You think it's to come to social media and shout and ring bells? You're just an empty brain. Now let me tell you about that program. That program that he was talking about. The one he was talking about, that this woman who is a Biafran, you know, this woman, actually, we're not fighting. We are exposing criminality. And you have to just we are exposing it so that people can be aware. People can be aware. Look at this Agatha Christie. I thought, you know, sometimes you see people, you think they have brains. They don't have brains. Now, anyways, let's go on. Now, this woman, a very prominent Biafran. This woman is an authority in Biafra land. She was consulted, or she consulted this station in America, and talked with the man. The man said he would like us to be represented so that we can talk about Biafra. He can use that, since he's already contributing. The woman has brought him in to be contributing to Simon and Co., which they don't display during their fundraising. Do they display it? There are some monies they collect behind that you don't know about. So calculate the ones they collect and the ones they collect behind. You can imagine what they collect behind. Some good money sent to them. No accounts, nothing. They can't bring the account details because they know every detail will be there. They won't bring it because it's their husband's account. And Simon is getting his share, so he will not agree. He tells you that Azuka is, Azuka is, Azuka is, Azuka is responsible to him also, or how did he put it? And reports to him. Azuka reports to him. Can you imagine, for a whole nation? One criminal, one idiot boy called Simon. We say that Simon, one criminal, let me not call me an idiot so I don't insult him. Anyways, one criminal, because that's what he is, will come and say that that the whole nation, the monies of the nation will be reported to him alone. Is that not an insult on you, people like Agatha? That one boy called Simon will come and tell people that the money that belongs to the nation the nation cannot receive accounts of it, that account must be given to him alone, money that belongs to Biafra. And people like this, people who call all these e-frogs like Agatha Christie, e-frogs jumping everywhere, will come and tell you that what you're doing is not right. Will come and tell you, oh my God. Now listen, this woman talked to this person. The first person that came to her mind, it's not as if Raph have any relationship with these people. He only knows this woman. And how did he know this woman? By broadcast. Of course, many people contact us during broadcast. So from broadcast, you have relationships, people can talk to you and all of that. People can say several things from broadcast. Now, this woman, as a Biafran, saw that Raph, wow, she has been listening to Raph. Let her call Raph. She called Raph, feeling that Raph has content, has mental, Kunan views as a matter of fact, he's an intellectually sound, and versatile and fellow. He's an effective team player. Thank you so much, my brother. Of course, you're correct. Of course. Thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate it. Now, do you know, the woman contacts him and said, oh, thinking that he has something to offer. Because of all the shouting, they will come on media, on the platform, because they have social media has made it. Can he register? Can he go and write an application letter? Can he even write an application letter in the first place? He will need somebody to write, or he go to internet to go and download one they have written. Let him write an application letter and send to a media house to employ him and show them his proofs of his broadcast, whether they will employ him. Let him do that. Write a letter to a media house that is professional anywhere in the world, and say, I'm a broadcaster. He calls himself Minister of Communication in a sham online Biafra government in exile. Let him now write a letter and then an application letter to a media house that is formidable out there, maybe CNN or one of these big houses, and tell them that he's a broadcaster and show his videos and tell them to employ him to their studio and let him see what they will tell him. But I can write a letter. I can go into that place. I can defend myself because I know the strategies on different types of reporting and different strategies of broadcasting. When it comes to freedom fighting, I know how I'm going to do my stuff and all of that. And I try to even bring intellectual system into it. I mix the act of exposing facts and all of that, and at the same time teaching. So I'm versatile. I'm multifaceted. Can Raph compare that? Now this woman reaches out to Raph. Raph knowing that he doesn't have what it takes, knowing that he's empty, he cannot stand intellectually. He cannot go to such kind of places. He can only do that on his platform and shout and say so many things on his platform. He cannot do it in an organized broadcasting atmosphere. He can't do that. He now remembers that there's somebody who is capable and who he knows has what it takes. He now tells the woman, please, so let's contact Kelechi. And then they called me, and the woman was there, and he was there, and we're talking. And he was praising me, telling the woman so many things about me, how wonderful, how that this guy can do that. He will do it very well. Like, he can represent very well professionally. Raph said it. And the woman said, wow, great, wow, that she will love. And that is how the woman gave me a link to the man's email. I sent him a message. But then that was when Simon's stuff started being exposed and all of that. And because of that, because of all of this stuff, the stuff was halted. Not because Raph went to him, because Raph does not have direct access to him. Raph only have access to the woman. It is the woman that has access to the man. I spoke with a woman yesterday for a long time, and she was so irritated by Raph's behavior. She was so because Raph knows that she doesn't have a media platform where she will come and broadcast. But of course, I'm not going to come here, start judging matters. No, it's unnecessary. She says she has not even been speaking to Raph for a while because of how they have now shown themselves to be criminals. She no more contributes to their organization, to Simon's organization and all of that. She's no more contributing. She's a woman who contributes every month. She no more contributes. She stopped contributing. She cut off. And then she called the man and told the man, please don't go, because she knows that if she doesn't expose this to the man, if the man knows tomorrow, the man will say, oh, so you're part of the criminality. So she calls the man and tells the man, please don't let your organization contribute to this again. And she called other people she knows. I don't trust these people again. Nobody should do business with them. Nobody should send money to them. That is what the woman did. And she has not been speaking with Raph. Raph came to brag and to show as if he has so much connection and he was connecting me to them. And as if that was his direct connection. Raph only consulted me or introduced me into the system by talking to the woman and calling for that meeting with me, with the woman, not with the man. Because he knows I have what it takes. Why didn't you call Gaddafi or call 247 or call all those or call the one that called himself 555 and all those mad people? Why didn't he call them? Now he's claiming that he told the man not to do business with me or to have anything to do with me because I want to go and start asking them for money. That's what he claims, right? Now that he has told the man, let him tell the man that he has somebody else that he will present. Let him present himself or any of those people. If he has connection. One, he doesn't have connection to the man. He can only talk to the woman. And the woman is fed up with them, with Simon, and with them and Simon, because she has come to discover that they are criminals. We still talk today. I talked with the woman today. And she went to listen to Raph's broadcast because she told me yesterday she was going to listen to it. And she listened to it. She called me today and told me, wow, she's shocked. And here he is, because he feels that the woman will not come and speak on media. He now comes on, start ringing bell and shouting and screaming, talking out of point, baseless, empty scores. He said, why didn't I call him? Why would I call you? Who are you, Raph, to call you? I call people now. The people I've met, can you stand in any of their, you can't even be their security guards, the people I've spoken to in this life. With my organization, the places I've entered, you, Raph, cannot even be, the only place they can give you to do is to be washing their cars. They're coming to tell me I'm jobless. Okay, can you imagine, Raph? And you think I'm your age mate, or because you see, can you imagine all these nitwits? Nitwits, for God's sake. Said he for God's sake, Raph, you come to mess up on social media. Why not face the fact of what your principal is doing? Simon, criminalizing, stealing from Biafrans. You're not facing fact because they give you, and you say you have a portfolio. Do you know the meaning of portfolio? Do you know the meaning of portfolio, Raph? Go and check the meaning of portfolio. You say you have a portfolio because they gave you a position. You say it's portfolio. They call the Minister of Communication, and you cannot apply anywhere. You cannot apply anywhere in the world. Now go and apply in any organization. Let them, whatever they will take you as. They will say this one, they need, if they want to even take you because they just feel that they want to take you, or maybe through connection, they will just take you through another year. In fact, they will take you through another 6 years of training because they know you don't have anything to offer on social, on broadcasting. You are coming to talk about me, Raph. When I intentionally kept quiet about you, frogs following Simon, because I know Simon is the person. He's your Oga, so I would always talk to him because he's the criminal. He misled all of you, and he's still misleading all of you. Even if you are attaching to him, knowing the truth, you, Raph, that came to told me about Azuka, the things he has done. I don't need to come on social media and start exposing things. That's not my business. But because you came all out to talk about this, I'll talk to you. So you now come on social media to come and talk about me, Raph. Can you enter the places I've entered? Can you do the things I've done, Raph? You say I should have called you. That's why I'm afraid I didn't call you. For God's sake! Oh my God, comrade, you are here. I'll bring you shortly up here. I'll bring you up in the next 2 minutes. I'll bring you up. He doesn't even understand what it means to be formidable. He's coming to talk about formidability. Say I'm looking for Biafrans to defraud. Now he came to analyze my video. He's talking about giving me opportunity. Now there's something he talked about on Twitter. He said there was they invited me, they brought me into a program, gave me opportunity to speak on Twitter. For God's sake, the Twitter program was not even his program. It was somebody else's program. Anytime I come into their midst like that, they'll quickly give me opportunity because they know I have. And when I came into that Twitter space, a woman, an American, was speaking. And all they were saying, including Raph, was not making sense to her. Including what Raph was saying was not making sense to the woman. This happened last month, or in February, yes, before the so-called 150 days ended, before the elections. And they were talking. When I came, I discovered that the conversation has been on. And as soon as I came in, the owner of I think what's the name of that guy? Is it Godi or something? Was the host. One time I come in, he will give me the opportunity. It's an opportunity. He will say, wow, Kelechi is here. Let's allow him. He will just he said, please, Kelechi, take up the mic. Speak to us. It's a privilege. I see it as a privilege and as an opportunity. And I speak. As soon as that was happening, as soon as they saw me, I quickly sent my microphone. The guy said, wow, I'm here. I'm here. Then the woman asked a question, because that American asked a question. Because all Raph was saying and all of them were saying, I was listening, was making no sense to her. And then as soon as she asked that question, I asked the host, I said, please give me an opportunity to respond to her. He said, wow, I should take it. I talked with the woman for about 15 minutes and she just fell. She said, wow, she has come to understand all of this stuff. And Raph is coming to tell you people that he gave me opportunity. Who is Raph to give me opportunity? Raph giving me opportunity. Comrade, I salute you, sir. You're welcome. I am actually doing explanation and some talks here, critically on Raph Ajere Chiamaka, and exposing some of this criminality and all of this nonchalance and this arrogance displayed, all over social media. When I listened to his book, I discovered that he has nothing to offer, but there is a need to talk about him. And that's why I decided to talk about him today. Thank you so much, comrade. You have the mic.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was very tired and I slept off when I came back from work, and so just give me 1 minute. And when I just saw that you are online, I said, okay, there's something going on. Let me just come and join you up and know what the topic is all about today. So I'm greeting Biafrans, thanking everybody that are available in this program today. And here is where we tell the truth. So no matter what people say, we will continue to say the truth, because
yes, that's why I came to
as our people always say that Onyendu said that he will destroy Nigeria with the truth. I want people to see my face, not that they don't think maybe we are hiding our face or something like that.
Yeah.
So I listened to that very program of Ajere where somebody called him and was talking about me. I was just laughing. There is one thing our people don't understand. We are not afraid of being in social media. We are not afraid of anything. We are in social media. We are not afraid of being in social media. We are not afraid of bringing out our face. As long as we came out already in this struggle, then we are already out for it. So we are not bigger than Onyendu Mazen and the Kano that is sitting in the DSS dungeon. We are not more better off than him. We are not more valued than him. That is why we have to also come out now. We are not hiding, because if Onyendu was hiding, the Nigerian government will not say him. So the Biafrans will also not understand what is going on in Biafra land, because so most of the Biafrans are still dumb, deaf, and down and daft. They cannot listen, they cannot analyze, they cannot even they can't even move on with their life on their own without somebody pushing them around. So what I want to say is that Ajere came up to analyze a lot of things that very day.
Yes, please.
So he was
give us details of that so that they will understand.
Yeah, he was saying that why shouldn't we go and do our own thing? This is just a question that always baffles me. I'm not angry when I hear something like that, but can they all remember? Can they blink back to remember when we were with autopilot fighting the DOS? The DOS said autopilot should go do their own thing.
Correct.
Is that not what they said?
Correct.
But
Correct.
autopilot, we are still working with the name of IPOB. It is just only they called it autopilot, and still castigating the DOS for them to be able to get their way, because we believe, the people believe they are telling the truth at that point in time, right?
Yes.
This is exactly what is happening today. They said we shouldn't be talking about them, but did they speak about the DOS before, or they didn't do it? So are Biafrans not using their brain? Before you can get your way, you must always talk about the past. So if we don't speak about the past, how do we get to the present? So the past is not just something you throw into the bush. That's so right. If they are telling us, why are we talking about them? Why are they going to their own platform today to analyze what we are doing here? Why can't they move on and say, oh, leave these people, they are talking trash? But why are they still gossiping about what we are doing? They said in 2 weeks or 1 week, we will all jump into the ocean. But we are still here today. Why are they still listening? You understand? And if I should ask Ajay a question, when we finish today, he should go back again and go and analyze what we are doing here today. We are not afraid of that. We are just trying to enlighten them, because they don't know what they are doing. Because if Simon Ekpa is leading the Biafrans to the ocean, we can only try to save those ones that we can save. But those ones who refuse
them of the evils, they also will be knowledgeable, so that they don't fall into the ditch.
Exactly. So they don't fall with them and Simon, because Simon will not fall inside there with them. It's only them that will fall into that sea. So because it's just we spoke about the ministers that we are talking about, how daft they are. You have a minister that you don't have his picture. What did Simon Ekpa do? He ran to the Twitter again. It's not we telling him what he's doing. He does this thing on his own.
Sure.
They will still come and defend him. He ran to Twitter and print out maybe screenshot the whole minister position he have, with those with name and without picture, with those that are double names at the same time. There are some ministers that their name are in 2 different ministerial positions in that place. But we tell our people, if Simon Ekpa is telling you to go to that very website, go through that website and read everything that is in that website, you know the person who formed that very thing is so daft and dumb, because he believes the Biafrans are dumb. So there were about 40 ministerial positions in that very website before, but now there are 78 or something. They are now either 71 or 78, if I'm not mistaken. So Simon Ekpa told the Biafrans that those people that their picture didn't appear, that those people are in homeland. What is homeland? That means they are in Biafra land.
Yeah.
It's Rose in Germany here. What is that her name? Rose what is that? Rose Allen. Yeah. It's Rose Allen in Biafra land. Oh. I went through that very website again today. A lot of names I saw there, they are not in Biafra land.
Sure.
So why do you have a minister that the name is presented to people, but that minister, you don't have his picture?
That's it.
So we don't know the people who are running the affairs of Biafra. So are Biafrans daft? So the other guy came up and started telling people that I'm the person. I'm not hiding that I'm the person that China Sanwo-Olu said that I and somebody is grooming the what they call their name, the unknown gunmen in Nigeria. China Sanwo-Olu said it and it was lie. He said Simon Ekpa was defending me. How many of you in Autopilot have seen me in Simon Ekpa's program where he's defending me? When did Simon Ekpa use me to broadcast in his broadcast? Can you provide that very evidence and let me see? I'm here talking to you live. Simon Ekpa did not speak anything about the issue I have with DOS. No.
Never.
So it was only Ugo that I went to his program to talk because Ugo was calling me to come, that they have an evidence to fight against the DOS. That is why I came to Ugo's program. So that means if they believe, Biafrans, go and ask them this question. If they believe that what I was telling them in this time is truth, because they used it against the DOS, why are they saying now that I'm a liar? That is, it was lie. That means they believe in lie. Before that, they used the lie that I was telling before to go against the DOS. That's so right. Are Biafrans daft? Are they crazy? So, my brother, I rest my case here for now. So let me know more things you have on the program today, so we can discuss about it. Thank you very much.
Madam Ife is here already. I want to actually play that audio, where Festus was telling, the people, the commanders, to go and start kidnapping. Azuka was in that meeting, and they were discussing about kidnapping. And today we have the news. Some of our men have been killed, the ones working with Simon, going on kidnapping project. And Mazen American have said it in this audio that it is only truth. It is only truth. I'm going to play it one more time before I tell Madam Ife to say something, and then I'm going to play that audio. I'm going to play that thing again. It's just about 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Mazen American said, only truth and honesty. And we see people here talking nonsense because they don't. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. So Madam Ife, before you come in, I'm going to play this. Okay, let me play it fast before we go on in this. All right.
Yep.
If we abandon Chukwukika Biama in truth and honesty, please goodbye to Biafra. Biafra have in the pure years. You'll be only running around in circles. You can never come. It is the kingdom of heaven itself. You want to do something that is happening in heaven, on earth, for mankind to see and testify to the grace of the Lord. You have to be of the courage. You have to be without fear in the face of your enemies. If you are without fear before your enemies will run from you. Rather than you running from them, your enemies will run from you. If you speak the truth always, regardless of the consequences, lies will run from you. You must protect those who cannot protect themselves, not to steal from them. I repeat, it is your job as a child of heaven, IPOB family member, to protect those who cannot protect themselves. That is your job. Not to kidnap them, not to rob them. You must be of good conduct. That's Chiku Okike Abiam left. If these conditions are not in place, Biafra will not come. Biafra Gahabia. Going to a native doctor, Dibianyanzu cannot save you. If you want Biafra, it doesn't work. We don't believe in that rubbish. Chukwukika is our shoe and our guide. We don't commune with darkness. I am warning all 17 commanders, all our commanders, we don't commune with the devil. We don't do Odeshi. We believe in the protection that Chukwukika can offer. The weapon you need to protect yourself is your gun and your ammunition. We don't commune spirit.
Yeah. Welcome back. Mazin Americano said, if you speak the truth always, lies will run from you. That's what he said. And that is what we will stand for at all times. Now, let me play, Madam Ife, before you come in, before you say some stuff, let me play that audio. Let the people listen. Now, this particular audio is a message of one of the people in that meeting. And he was exposing the fact that they were being told to go into kidnapping. For God's sake, and you guys, some of you criminals who have joined them, those e-frogs. Okay, let's play.
Sister Ndewo, okay, man. I am after I match a meeting now, so my book on this was because I want him there, so the old people are not that now we get video black man because he video I need it. The video in both na camp me the morgue and the go take la tap in the video but even full pictures and then around they with each other with about 20 something boys then almost put that other. Yes, and again with her with the village here, each all those things. So that he humble bastard video haga went to video plan them. So he no nature no happen. That the mob and the color potential so bad. So that all video again make again send it anybody another thing like maybe I know meter and we made them a video see on the website and then gang one reattack. So we in the video applying the message again. So here come second cover again. Iji video both ogeje kwada iji the video ogeje kwada people and ogeje cover area but iji video all the videos in achọzi again. So here come second cover again. And so bad again. Almost more than 7 months I na manage one. And when I can say manage oh no that man I buy a to say organic and I buy on na nonsense on that now when they make kidnap another 3 million. So come Jim was a kidnap cause I'm that to more with you come on over you will not order nako. Omagi struggle behind the man nata ya mission. Oya boy a face to scoggin. Because the government can come happy by Okojo. America people say America people say B. So yeah, come second quarter like sister. You are not getting a body. Yes, in a body. Simon na body within the also. And maybe one have mother because in case we come near you're declare. So I'm going to
Now you heard that. This was a meeting they were in, and they were being told to go and start kidnapping. And today we have heard that some of them have been killed in one of the camps under Mazin and under Simon Ekpa. And his rogue team, his rogue crew, one of the camps, some of them have been killed today again. These are people who have been misled. These are the evils going. If anybody tells you that some of these guys under Simon are not going into kidnapping or stealing, that person is telling you lies. That person is telling you lies. So, Madam, if you let me give you the microphone now, please. You can take the microphone now, please. Go on.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good morning. No, sorry. I think I have to start from good morning first. My own side is afternoon. That's why I say good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Biafrans. Greetings to you all. This is me, Nwada Ife. Watching on the rug.
Exactly.
Nwada Ife, watching on the rug. Hey, Odiego, I never know that this is how this Biafra freedom is going to be. Eh? I never knew that this is how it's going to be. I never bargained for this at all. I never bargain for this. It's like sometimes I say.
Sorry, Madam Ife. I think Mirago is giving me an information. He said Festus is the same success.
Yeah.
So
his name is Success. The guy didn't know that he's Success. He's called him Festus, but it's not. It's Success. Yeah, it's Success that went to the meeting with them.
Okay. Success is telling them in the meeting to go into kidnapping, take cars, go and steal. ESN.
And Azuka was there. Azuka never said to him, don't say that, it's wrong. It's very bad. Don't do that.
A pre-designed and pre-planned program that he has to speak on their behalf and tell the people to do. And that's what they've been telling me.
Because they're not giving them feeding money, because they're not. So they're allowed, they're not giving them money to do buy things. So she's encouraging them to do that, and that is really, really bad. People, I don't know. So I am here because I said to them, I do not want to be coming online. I do not want, but whenever they mention my name, I'm going to come out to debunk all those lies, because they are lying to our people, and lying to our people is very bad. And our people knows who is telling them the truth. What shall I gain if I'm lying to them? I am here. I am the kind of person, if I do something wrong and you ask me, if I do it, I say, yes, I did it. And I say, I apologize.
Madam Ife, before you go on, sorry for cutting you there. Some chums, somebody says, why kidnap and kill innocent people? Your own people are that. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in that stuff I played, in that audio, he said that you are supposed to protect the people.
Not kidnap them. Exactly.
And not kidnap them. You
are supposed to protect them.
Oh, the blood of the innocent are weeping. So this is why there have been so much deaths in Southeast. That is it.
That is what is going on, and I'm disheartening. I am really. When I hear all these things, I say, God, what is going on in this struggle? This is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wanted at all. Never.
Before you go on, let me read what Collins Kendall posted here. He said, so we are going to write a history book that some Biafrans were told by one man to give him $10,000 for 6 months, and he will give them Biafra. And some people believed that someone told adults to be counting. It's critical, honestly. He said something. He said that someone told adults to be counting down 150 days. Told adults, not children. And after the counting, he will give them Biafra. That he steals info from the minds of MNK, who is locked in DSS dungeon, and fools believed that let me scroll it, that he will send them a warship from North Korea, and to this day nothing happened. And adults claiming they are fighting for freedom still believe the criminal, that he has taken over IPOB and her ESN, and adults will believe you take over what you don't create. How can we say these things to the open? That one man locked up inside one room with a laptop in front. This is funny, but it's true. In front of him will give that one man locked us up inside one room. One man locked up inside one room with a laptop in front of him will give them Biafra. Did he use jazz on these people or what? Even people that said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is leader never called a criminal their prime minister. Oh, I don't understand this one. Who are you calling criminal here? I hope you are not calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu criminal here, because I thought your message has okay. I don't think he called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu criminal here. He's trying to talk about Simon. I think it's from this person copied it from Elochukwu. This message is from Elochukwu, so he cannot call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu criminal. He said Mazi, even people that said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their leader. Now called the criminal. Now called. Lol, he now laughs. Where is the place of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in front of your prime minister? Fools that thought Biafra struggle is a joke. Today, Biafra land was very busy and full of life. Full of life. If you guys are not fools, you must have accepted defeat and understand that you guys have been defeated. MNK will be out soon, and more shame will befall you guys. Freedom movement can't accommodate idiots and fools. Now, as much as I read this message from Elochukwu, doesn't mean that DOS is on the right path.
No.
So anybody will say, you see, they have started reading messages from Elochukwu. You see them?
They will say it. Definitely.
DOS.
You know, Kelechi, what we want Biafrans to understand is, if somebody say the right thing, if somebody tells the truth, we just say it. We are not here fighting.
No, it's not about
our own brothers. No, no, it's not that. It's what you said. What comes out of you is what is important to what we are doing.
Of course.
Not who you follow or who is leading you or whoever.
Of course. Thank you so much for that. Madam, if you please go on. Sorry for, I just wanted the people to get that. So please go on.
Okay, somebody is now saying the person commanded Simon and some other person. Yeah, that was sent to Azuka. That clip was sent to her and she received it from that commander. And that commander forwarded it to me.
That's it.
So that's why he complimented Simon and complimented Azuka.
Of course.
You know, he said they are not that they are not doing something they were doing. At least they are giving them once in 9 months. so you know,
to understand. You see, when you listen to statements, for God's sake, I want you to be smart as a Biafran.
Yeah.
You have listened to a whole statement, and the person is telling you what is going wrong.
What is going wrong?
You that they were told to go and kidnap, and after that, he now commends Simon, and all you can do is to look at the commendation rather than looking at the facts. My God, please don't be shallow-minded. The commendation is just like he's just trying to be diplomatic, just to say something, you know, and commend them. Well, I commend Simon, I commend Azuka.
Yeah.
In his statement,
yeah,
not because the facts are no more real.
Yeah, the person had him saying for several months we have been managing on our own. The person had him saying that, isn't it? Why will he not say, why would they leave our commanders for 7 camps for 7 months, no feeding? Why would the person not comment like that? Or didn't he hear that one? Did he not hear that one? The one he had is where he said he commended he's commending Simon and another person, but he did not hear the one that he said for more than 7 months we have been abandoned and nothing. And he did not hear the one he said that person that came to you and said we should go into kidnapping. Why will he advise us to do that? That we are not going to do that. That person did not hear that one. You see, these are people. Sometimes the way they want to cover lies. You know why I'm here today? Because yesterday I listened. Somebody said to me, send me that clip that one they call, what is that his name? Raphael Ajero. I don't have his time, but he was calling my name. Tell him never again mention my name. I just want to come here to tell him he should never mention my name again. He has not done any half of what I have done in this struggle. He has never. So he should never again mention my name again, because I was from the beginning fighting together with Simon, even with the Jews and every other people and every other. I was there. Raphael Ajero, I remember during the time you were condemning and castigating and saying all manner of things against Simon. You did it. You said all manner of evil against him. Now you have come back to become a good guy. You understand? Do not ever mention me again, because you all knew what is going on inside. I cried all this cry inside. I cried all these things. So I didn't even talk to him because I hated him. I don't like him. The way he was then, he was talking trash. He doesn't even make sense. I don't like to connect with him. So I did not even contact. I have nothing to do with him. I have not even talk with him. And so this lady called Caroline came yesterday, that Ashawo woman. You know why? I don't want to mention that name, Ashawo, here, because I don't like saying it to anybody. But
no need for this kind of name.
No need for that. Yeah. Because our people are good to calling everybody Ashawo, everybody this. But the way she talked she said something yesterday, that woman, in short, I'm not going to call her, so I will call her a loose woman. She's a loose woman. I have no time with a loose woman. I have no time with an illiterate. Did she know my qualification? I don't have her time. I have 2 degrees, business degree and social studies. I have no time with riffraff like her, with non-entity like her. She came out there yesterday talking trash, saying that Madam Ife, I'm 70 years old. Yes, even if I'm 70 years, when you look at
Madam Ife, that is a compliment. Look at you. You look like 30 years old woman. What are you talking about?
Exactly. that I should say Biafrans my real age. That I look like. So let her come out and let me come out. Let's see who they are going to pick first. Caroline, come out and let me come out and see who they are going to pick first. Don't ever try next time to talk about me, Caroline. Don't, because you are not my type. You understand it? That I started talking with you was during the time of Nelly. That is when I started. You cannot even compare yourself to me. Never at all. Never you try it next time. That's why I come here. There's something that she said. She said yeah, she mentioned regarding the cryptocurrency. She mentioned about it. And I'm gonna here to clarify that. Because I heard them, they know they will go and pick up some things and bring it and start spreading all these rumors, all this gossip, all these lies. But why can't, if they're fighting, let them fight with truth. If you're fighting somebody, fight that person with truth. Let the truth speak. There's no point of you guys coming here and lying and lying and lying. You guys are not even ashamed of all these lies you are telling. Why can't you speak the truth? Come on to say it and stop lying all these lies. She said that Azuka, the cryptocurrency, thank God that she mentioned it. Thank God that she now said about the cryptocurrency. That means we are not telling lies. That means the cryptocurrency belongs to Azuka. That the cryptocurrency that they have on that website belongs to Azuka. It's on Azuka's name. So they all want us to be quiet. When all these things was going wrong, and one person have an account, husband is an account in USA, Azuka cryptocurrency account in Nigeria belongs to Azuka. So we all have to keep quiet. And this will go in this one. They say we are talking about money, money, money. How do you expect us to be quiet when all this impunity, this thing is going on? And we all should be quiet and nobody should talk about it. And we should not say something is going on. Oh my God, you guys are just stupid, you know? So this woman, Azuka, the cryptocurrency belongs to her because Simon told me so. It's not, Simon was the one that said to me that the cryptocurrency is in Azuka's name. And I was like, what? The cryptocurrency, Azuka's name as well? I can't believe all this. That was when Simon is truthful to him for himself, when he was truthful. Madam, that was when Simon was truthful person.
The account in the US belongs to the husband.
Yes.
The account in Nigeria belongs to Azuka. Then the cryptocurrency belongs
to her. And then they want us to be quiet. Umada. What did they ever know what is the meaning of Umada? Umada in Anibo means people that speak and say the truth. People that say that when something is going wrong, Umada comes out and say, no, something is wrong. This is wrong. Did they ever know the meaning of Umada? I will be there seeing all these things going on. And I tried to call them. Let's settle this inside. Simon, change this account. Let's take this thing out. Do this thing, do this thing. I was pointing out loopholes. And I say, all these loopholes is going to destroy our struggle. If really you guys are genuine, can you correct all these loopholes? I was there pointing out. I'm not the only one. Barbara was pointing out. Maureen was pointing out. But they don't want to listen to us. They said, and you know 2 weeks when they make you see on. Where is that one done? And you know 2 weeks, you all should be quiet. Whereas you see something going wrong, instead of you to correct it, for the sake of this struggle, if really you have interest, the interest of Biafra at heart, if really you want all this, you want us to be together as one people to fight this struggle together, you should have done the right thing. You should have said, okay, this thing people are pointing at, let us put it right, and then let us come together and unite together. Did you do it? No, you don't want to, because you guys know why. Only God knows why you didn't want to do it. And then the cryptocurrency belongs to Azuka, everything, or one person. And you want us to be stupid, to be, let's keep passionate. And you think you can get Biafra with lies and truth. Oh, I am so sorry for you guys. I am very sorry. So yes, Azuka has a cryptocurrency business of online that she's doing. I believe that is where she got that picture, that picture of that thing that she posted and said she went to whatever conference. Is all lies. It is that business that she does with those countries, people, other countries. They come together because I was there once. I went to that thing when she did, and she does kind of invite people, and they will come in, and she will lecture them about the business online thing that she does. So she was talking about it. She said there is money, and I said, okay, perfect and good. She was even trying to make me to go into it. And I said, okay, I will. But then I wanted to pay her money. I wanted to give her, she said it's 1,000. I think it's 1,000. Yes, and I said, okay, 1,000. Yeah, I said $1,000. And I said, okay, I'm interested. So she said, if you put so amount, you will get so amount. I said, okay, I'm interested. At least let me try it. There's nothing like So I now said to her, the money that I wanted to give her then, like something came up, which I have to, very, very important, and I have to sort that thing out. So I said to her,
is it the Gaddafi issue that came up?
No, not that one. It's not that one. There's another one. So it's important that I have to sort that thing out. So I said to her, I said, please, Azuka, I wanted to give you this 1,000 now, but there's something important that I need to sort out. So I now use the money and sort that thing out. And I said to her, if you don't mind registering me, pay for me, I will give you the money later. And she agreed. She did it. Okay, now that they're coming out to say she did it. She did it
with Biafra money.
I don't know. Whether it's her money, only God knows. I don't want to say what I don't know. You know, she did it. Then as we are progressing, we started having issue. I wanted to pay her. That's the day I want to give her. That the day I wanted to give her 500. Then I said I would give her 500. Then I don't know what happened again. I didn't do that. I don't know why I could not give her that money. But do you know that money? Now that money that I didn't give it to her. Then this woman now that's called herself, what is her name? Caroline. Caroline was even about to also join because she said if I bring Caroline, I will get some commission and some percentage. And what is her name again? Blessing. I even brought Blessing. I told her to register Blessing under me, but she registered Blessing under herself, and she said she forgot. And she said she forgot.
Hold on, please. Let's take it because I want people to understand these things very well. She told you to bring people. When you bring people, these people will be registered under you so that their link and everything will come to you.
Yes.
Now, when you got the lady, Blessing, he now puts Blessing under herself.
Under herself, yes.
Not under you that brought her. And she
said next time she's gonna give me somebody to be under me next time and nothing. So even when I told Caroline, I was the one trying to convince Caroline to join. Even Barbara, I said to Barbara to join. Barbara came. Barbara saw the whole thing. Even the day that I was there to listen, there are people that we are complaining that they are not getting their money. They were complaining.
That fact I wanted to mention also. Yes, you actually said that initially. I heard you say that people were complaining that you were not getting their money, and you were coming from this thing now, trying to be part of it, and you started hearing people saying they are not even getting their money.
They're not getting their money. So people were complaining they're not getting their money. And Azuka now told them that the company is having problem. They will resolve the issue. That the money. I'm not telling lies. People knows if they said, "Madam, if you telling lie, come here and say it." I will tell you the whole thing, how it happened. The one you know it's lie. If it's lie, come and say it. So some people are complaining they're not getting their money, and maybe I don't know why I wanted to give my money. I couldn't. It's one problem or one thing or the other. I will come up. I won't pay the money. I don't know why. Okay, why are they making noise now? Is it on my? Azuka did not even give me the password, so it's not on my name. It is still, she is still holding it. It is still belongs to her. Is it mine? No. So why are they coming here to say she make me 20,000? Do I even know how much she make for it? I don't care. I don't want to know. It belongs to her. She did not give me the password. I did not pay her money. It is her own. So what is the problem here that they are making noise?
How would you have taken 20,000 from something that you don't even have the password?
Hey, tell me then. How can they say that he has read 20,000? It doesn't belong. It's not even my. I don't have password. Ask Azuka. Do I have password to go in there?
That money you put has yielded $20,000.
Yes, that's what they said.
Before you, they were not getting their own money.
And the people that see Caroline now say she did not even join. And she said she doesn't want to join. She prefer working. You see the way she's contradicting herself. But she told Azuka that she's going to register. She's going to register. She didn't even register, and she said she preferred to be working. She did not even join.
Now, Madam Ife, she's coming to try to blackmail you in this issue, but she knows that and let's just assume now that she believes that is a genuine business. She knew that she could make money as much as $20,000 by putting $1,000, and yet she didn't invest in that money. And she didn't invest into it, and she's coming to say that you invested and you got money.
You see the kind of illiterate we have. You see the way they are so stupid. They don't even have. Sometimes I don't even have wasting my time with this non-entity of people that we have in this struggle. God have mercy.
I don't know whether you are listening to all of these days, the very irritating stuff. I know I saw you drinking. Is it the champagne you are celebrating? Is it champagne you are?
Yeah. I always drink champagne just like a Simon I do. I drink my own champagne every now and then.
You see this whole thing. Look at somebody trying to blackmail somebody. You are saying the person got 20,000 from the deal, and you refuse to invest in that deal to get your own 20,000.
Yeah. So our people. The whole time you were discussing, I was just concentrating, reading on what people are writing here.
Yeah.
Our people are like I don't know. Mazin Nandi cannot use a lot of words for our people. And until when they start realizing that they should sometimes listen carefully, analyze things, you know, view things from different perspectives, not just this one direction like a mirror. You know, our people see things like mirror. You can say everything you want to say here today. They will just go to one point and pick one thing that is very interesting to them, and they start using that thing. So but what I'm trying to say is that no matter what transpired, when you see somebody is lying, what is the need of hiding that very lie that that person is lying? So are we just is Biafran or is the black race just there to lie to themselves?
I don't know.
Because of time, we have about 19 minutes or so, or 20 minutes or so. Now, I want us to talk about something. Now, Raph came in, that's his broadcast, and was justifying that flag, that false narrative of the flag in that coronation. He came to tell the people that they use anything to push and promote their narrative of Biafra. How can you justify truth with lies?
That is already a propaganda, you know. They are living in propaganda, you know. You don't use lie to. Mazin Kanu came to tell us that he will destroy the zoo with the truth. Yes. So what are you? What is the what is Simon ever trying to prove now by telling us that he is the disciple of Mazin Kanu? That means he is the disciple of a liar. That's he's proclaiming now that Mazin Kanu is a liar.
Now let's look at it this way: if you could come to show us a flag and use it as a propaganda to push Biafra, that means the house you showed also.
It's also a propaganda.
The Finland lesson offices,
the one that Azuka went, the one that Azuka showed us and said she went to conference, all lies.
They're all part of the propaganda.
In the website, in the website, you know, when we are talking, people will just come here and be writing nonsense. In the website, he also came and tweeted himself. It's not me who tweeted. No. He screenshot and tweeted and said that the people, you don't see their picture on that very website, they are living in homeland. Where is homeland? It's there for land. But I ask now, is Rose Allen living in homeland? Just one person. Exactly. Are they living in homeland? So
we're actually interviewed.
Biafrans are stupid. And when you come to tell them,
they will go and put Rose pictures soon. They will put it. Maybe
it's not my business. But before he bring them online and come and comment on it to post it, why not do it first? Why coming up with that first? Then when you speak about it, okay. When we didn't speak about this issue of the website, did Simon ever posted all those things in this website? No.
I wonder.
Until when we bring something out again from the website, the mistakes they have done in that very website, he will come up with it again. But now, anything you bring up, someone ever comes up to post something about it.
Now listen to what Chisom said here. She thought, I thought propaganda is used against the enemies, not knowing is for deceiving your own people. Someone is a big scammer. Now, propaganda, normally, just like what is happening in Russia and Ukraine, the propaganda is against the enemy.
Yes.
Exactly. Not against your own people.
Not against their own people.
So what is this whole thing?
Just imagine Azuka with that Ponzi thing that she's doing, and she went to that meeting with those people in China and wherever, and she now propagate it and said she went to conference, whatever. And she think we can take all this nonsense?
For the first time in my life, I can see myself speaking on a conference on the screen. And at the same time, I'm wearing another cloth.
Exactly.
The listening session where people are listening. I'm wearing another cloth, keeping quiet, and I'm muted. Everybody's muted.
Exactly.
That one in Italy. That one said, "Can't you see that I'm there?" I know you are there now because this is what you all propagate to push for us, push for Biafrans. So say, Caroline, please be there. Blessing, please be there. Come on, let us do it so that Biafra will think we are doing something, but right, you guys are doing nothing.
That the same criminals that are there.
Madam Ife, we don't care about these things. All we know is that what they brought out is a Photoshop. So people can say whatever they want to say. It's just a Photoshop. So what are they talking about?
Caroline, I am 70 years old. I am even more beautiful, younger, looking, that any man can even want to marry me today, even compared to you. Come out. Let us compare and contrast. Come out, Caroline. Stop. Let me give her a mouth. Can you all know?
They can also call me 70 years old. They can also call me 70 years old. There's no problem.
Contrast me and you. Let's see who is going to go for it. Look at you. Don't ever next time ever come out there and call my name again. All of you, I am warning you.
Madam Ife, I'm just trying to tell you something. Ignore these people. You know, let's focus on what we are doing. Ignore these people. For me, I don't care.
To address. This woman called Adajo Rama. Let me address you. Adajo Rama, that person, I did not contact anybody to say go and tell you. These are the people because they have Madam Ife interest at heart. When you guys are calling Madam Ife, and I don't even know how he contacted you. But do you know that I when I heard that thing that he played, I have to contact because I know the person that called him, and I say, please leave that woman. That woman is confused human being. She's so totally confused. Stop calling her. Don't ever send her any message. She's confused. She doesn't know what she belongs. She will talk this one today, and tomorrow she'll talk different thing. She is not somebody to be trusted in this struggle. You people have just taken this struggle and turned it anyhow. Everybody will come online and be talking and be saying to Biafra this and that. Biafras when uche I'm getting a medono. Have sense, Bikono. Have sense. They said I'm using sweet mouth to tell you guys. I am not. I am telling you guys the truth. I am telling you all the truth. These people are confusing you all with lies. And this is not, we are not going to get our freedom. We continue to go circle, round and round the circle, collecting money. This one will come and take our money. It is not supposed to be so. This money is supposed to be going to our people, but it's not going to them. And is it right? No. Okay, Akelechi, please, I want you to play that audio for me. That's one I sent to you. When Simon said, do not contact Madam Ife again, no. That commander now said, who is Simon to tell us not to contact Madam Ife? He started contacting. I said, I'm begging you guys, leave me alone. Simon, this freedom, ESN is not you that formed it. You are not the one that created ESN. You are not the one that formed ESN. So telling them not to contact whoever that they feel like contacting, in this time you are abandoning them, you are not giving them nothing. You are even in short, you are not doing them good. You are telling them not to contact whoever that will help them, to feed them, that will give them money so that they will not die of hunger when you are not giving them no feeding money. Simon, you are not doing the right thing. You know it yourself, because I have complained and complained and complained. So do you tell them not to contact Madam Ife? But in short, they said, who are you to tell us not to contact Madam Ife?
Think that Simon is not part of the game. Simon knows that Azuka owns that cryptocurrency. He said,
yes, but that time he didn't want to, maybe he's not happy, don't know how to talk to Azuka, because Simon is Azuka boy now. Simon is Azuka boy, you know. Everything Azuka said, Simon, if Simon can come to a meeting where he tell Azuka, if this is the way you lead Umada, let me tell you, you're not leading well. Then the next day, do you know what happened? The next day, Simon Azuka went to his platform and gave him $100. And before you know it, Azuka puta bara anyegu. Before you know it, but the man the one that called Simon, small boy, Simon, who are you to be telling us this? We will not come to your platform again. We will never step our leg in your platform. Before you know it, Simon play his audio, and I was I sent Simon to message. Simon, did you play Madam Erewa audio? He said yes. Now Madam Ife. I said is it not this woman that said they will never come to your platform again? They will never defend you again, playing the audio? He said, my hair, he sent it now. He said, no, he sent it and I have to play it. That is the way. That is how they got him. And that is how these evil people enter him and destroy him. But he never see that these people are trying to destroy him. They are destroying him. He cannot see it. How can you surround yourself with people that tell lies? They cannot tell you the truth. Anybody that cannot tell you the truth, Simon, you are not going nowhere. Simon, because those who does not have your interest at heart. I am telling you this.
You observe this thing very well. You discover that everybody that someone has brought around him are people who are mentally challenged. Just observe it. Look at it. They look at the Adad Dirama or whatever her name is. Look at everybody around her. Everybody around Simon is just somebody who has mental problem. They can't just say the truth. They are just
look at that. That one was saying yesterday. He said they give us money. I said, hey, they are sharing money. He said I was there when they were sharing money to you all. I said, hey, so they were
Collins said something. He said, but you were once a supporter, Kelly, you were once a supporter of Simon's lies and propaganda. Thank God that your eyes have opened. Anyways, Collins, we all needed things to work, and so we had to at least form a front. I didn't need to go my way, Madam, if you didn't need to go her way, everybody must come to support one person, and then we push the person.
Exactly.
And of course, we are human beings. We will not know what is in their heart. So all we need to do is to keep following and pushing until we now discover, this person is a criminal. And that's why we decided to now begin to come out with the truth. Of course, which we know that the truth is the only thing that can set us, make us free. So let me play the audio that Madam Ife sent and talking about the issue of him. So listen, everybody.
After you play the audio, I will tell Biafrans that this commander now, we don't even know where he is, because I don't know what Simon and Azoka did. They will come and tell us to.
He has been missing. Now let me play it. Listen.
Simon Basman, what the commanders can have contact again. We live or you may have my commander. My commander, make him come tell me now. Same now. I'm going to say, Madam Ifio, I'm not going to hear what Simon Metrolam. Nam to today, na never hear it from one bear, na hear no name. All through go. Now, somebody has na namga hap go de kampung go de na kampung with a man. Now they will contact. She said to contact in Nehanana there when came remember. Madam Azoka titi or whom call me on our boss. More bad jam on no more. What I'm name me I him get me her come much I go to him now first. I didn't move fair, but I just now assume you and you but get to know Adam Bume before I know them, before I know anybody. Adam Bume they struggle. But the women yes to me was sponsor. Then can we sponsor? Can we keep pushing this camp forward to a place that nobody can even expect themselves?
You have heard it, Biafrans. You have heard it clear. Madam, if you will speak about it briefly, but Collins says something. Can you take note of account Chinedu Okonkwo? That person is Simon Ekpa. Well, Simon Ekpa is like, welcome. We welcome him as an frog. It's good for him to come here. So Simon, you're welcome. Take note of this account. So, Simon the frog, you are welcome. Listen to what we are saying and get sense. So, Madam Ife, go on, please.
Yes, Simon, listen to what we are saying and get sense.
That's it.
You are still our brother. No matter whatever that is happening, we are still our brother.
We are not the enemies of Biafra. We are not the enemies of our own. We are only trying to tell them the truth.
Exactly. Sure. All we want from Simon, if he started doing the right thing, and we know that he's doing the right thing. Martin and Kani is there for going to 2 years now. Simon, because what are we doing to bring our leader out? Or don't you have strategies? This sit at home. Can't you change it? Can't you strategize to something else, Simon? Must you be always sit at home before Mazi will come out? I'm asking you this question, Simon. These are the things that
Madam Ife, do you know what they are doing? They are just playing gamble, gambling. One day Onyedu may just come out now. They will say, yes, Onyedu is out now and they start talking. This is the gambling they are gambling. They are not, because they are not doing anything for the release of Onyedu.
At all. I'm asking. I don't
They're not doing nothing.
What I began to join when I said that I'm going to defend and fight for Simon. Even they say, hey, Madam, if you had a dream. They say, Madam, if you say yes, I did now. Will I say I didn't do it? I had a dream about Simon. But what is today? God can show you something. Today, God can change his mind. It's not me. I'm going to dream about you. It doesn't make sense. Will I say I didn't dream about you? I did. But now, what you are doing now, is this what you're supposed to be doing?
That's it.
Is it what's supposed to be doing?
Nobody sat at home today. Nobody sits at home anymore.
Nobody sitting at home anymore. People are not sitting at home in Biafra land, whether people like it or not. They are tired. Do something strategize. It's not, you cannot continue to tell people to sit at home for going to 2 years. How many years? You cannot, nothing on ground, nothing for you to show. Simon Abogini, stop being Azuka boy. Stop it.
So now, briefly, in the next time, I want you to, Comrade Ken, you're going to take 2 minutes. Madam, if you would take 2 minutes.
Sorry. Let me finish that thing. That commander now had issue with Gaddafi. And Gaddafi, he collected 160,000 from these commanders, from these people, from their feeding money they gave them for more than 7 months.
Gaddafi is the head of the police. The police. Please let the people know. So tell us. Go on, please.
This is it. This Gaddafi collected 160,000 from them. I'm going to tell them the truth. I know they cannot kill me. Anywhere they take my name to kill Madam Ife, even if I die telling them the truth, oh, God Almighty will receive my soul in heaven. But unless God says that my hour, my time has come for me to die. But all this wishing of death, they are wishing me and wishing me this and wishing me evil. That evil will return back. If I am this struggle and I have no evil intention, and I have no evil intention to destroy this struggle or to cause any evil or to sabotage this struggle, whatever I wish in this life, may I not receive. But if I'm in this struggle with all my heart, all I'm crying for is for them to do the rightful, the needful, for the loopholes, for them to stop all these things they're doing, which will not lead us to anywhere. And they started fighting me and they're calling me name and say, I am evil, I am this, I am criminal, I am a fallen angel. May whatever they wish me in life, may it return to them 100-fold. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, instead to go return to them. Because they are wishing me evil, whereas I do not wish them evil. All I want sincerely is for us to be free.
Okay, Madam Ife, he collected 160,000 from them, from the money they're supposed to use for their camp.
Yes, Gaddafi collected the 160,000 from them. Gaddafi said he's gonna give it to other camp. And they get him, and they're expecting Gaddafi return back. Gaddafi said he's gonna give them the money back. He did not give them the money back. This camp, this man, for how many times? Almost 2 or 3 times we had meeting with him, with Simon. And every time they keep promising them, they will give them something, they will give them money, nothing done. I am even the one that is even helping them, giving them money for feeding. Is it only 1 camp? Is it only 2 camp? Is it only 3 camp? That I'm happy to be giving money for feeding.
This is just 1 camp. We know that Gaddafi has taken their money.
He took that money. Yes, then this commander started having issue with Gaddafi. He started having problem with Gaddafi. He started having big time problem with Gaddafi. I have the voice recording of how him and Gaddafi was fighting themselves.
Yes, Madam Ife, let me say something here. That is how Gaddafi works. Once he sees that he has gotten what he wants to get from you, he will now initiate a particular quarrel and make it that he did to you. As soon as he saw that you were demanding for refund
for my money,
he brought a blackmail. He said you killed somebody.
Exactly. And so this commander,
when he saw that it didn't work, when he saw that you were standing firm, he decided now to go and collect money from Azuka, $500, and paid you part of the money.
Because they have nothing against me. That one that's saying my nakedness, nobody have my nakedness. Nobody in this life. Nobody. Abu stupid woman. Respectful woman. 100%. Nobody have my nakedness, Caroline. Bring it out if you do have. Caroline, you are an evil woman. Caroline, you are evil woman, devil incarnate, all Hebrew. Caroline.
This commander now is nowhere to be found. Till now, he's missing.
No, yeah, that was March. He contacted me March. And he was telling me that something is going on between him and Gaddafi. I said, hey, Chineke mekwalu nebere. He contacted, that is it. Since March till now, March 2nd, I have never heard from him. If not recently, that was last month, that one of his men, now send me message through messenger and was chatting me, Madam Ife, and say, where is your commander? Or someone that they came to their camp and since then they have not seen the commander. That they have not seen the commander since then. See again, email someone on the sabotage.
So you can hear, Biafrans, you can hear that. Very, very dangerous situation that we have on ground. And these are the things that we want to resolve by bringing up the accountability group to reunite everybody, to bring everybody together, and to make sure that we set away and get this criminality away. And that we will achieve, and then free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and then restore Biafra. These things are going to happen only in truth. And that is why the accountability group is very, very important, because the accountability means truth, means transparency and all of that. That is why we cannot get Biafra outside this fact, and you must come to be part of this. Now, Comrade Ken, just for 2 minutes, because I want us to point, there's some proofs you have shown by the audios you have played, but I want us to now say some things. You're going to, for 2 minutes, these evidences that you can remember from Simon's actions that you can remember as proof and evidences. Some people are talking about proof and evidence, and they're looking for audio before they know that there's proof and evidence. I don't understand why are people reason that way. They want to see you play an audio first before they know. Now, please, from the things that have happened, point out some evidences that they would know, they need to know that these are also evidences and are also presentable in courts. In case there's a court case, you can present them as evidences to prove that Simon is a criminal. Point them out and then use 2 minutes.
There are things our people don't know. Onyendu said something that when you write a very long note, it's difficult for our people to go and read it from beginning to the ending, so they can understand what is going on there. But I was even thinking that when that comment was made, that if you speak out of your mouth, that people will still understand it more better, but still they are still not understanding it. Simon ever have done lots of things which our people need to understand. Me, I don't talk so much about the issue of money, Madam Azuka. I don't have time for that. You understand? They, like Madam Ife, that were in that very place, knows what happened there. But for what I'm saying today, what is happening today is what I'm talking about. So if our people think we are here for just to castigate Simon Ekpa or anything, but Simon Ekpa is still falling in a deep hole each day. He came up with the issue of Biafran Republic government in exile, where this government was already existing before. He changed the name. Why are there people not asking him questions? Simon Ekpa, where were these people before? Because Simon Ekpa always do what he hear from people. What we have is Republic of Biafran government in exile, not Biafran Republic government in exile. He changed these things. That is one. He went again and said, we have a house in the United States. Then we investigated it and we saw there was nothing like that. They went and put a flag there. I can come out in my window here or anywhere and put a flag of Biafra. Nobody comes to ask me questions. Some people have more than thousands of flags in their house, which they don't have anything to do with that country. So that is not for that. When he said that, I came up immediately again and said, the next thing that will come up, that Simon will tell us he have an office in Finland. I said it before he came up with it. We go ahead of him. We know the next step. Onyendu tell us that before he will push you, he will tell you where you will fall. We tell Simon about always his next step that he wants to make. We know more about him. I have more investigation I'm making about him personally, who he is. I'm telling them today, until when I will still be coming out with the proofs. Nobody should say, why are you digging into Simon Ekpa? No, I have to dig into him to know who he is. He have up to 3 names. So people don't ask questions. You have a leader, you don't know who he is. You have a leader who told you he studied. You don't even know that university where he studied, that you can even make an inquiry in that university where he said he studied. That degree he has, you can make an inquiry and find it out.
Exactly.
He said he's a sportsman. You can make investigation to know when was Simon Ekpa an athlete and which tournament did he went to? He only went to a tournament in Cameroon. So you need to know the person you are following before you start saying anything. So that by the side, he came up again and said they have a liaison house in Finland. He went and got a suite and put some things inside the room, make a video and come out because we said it already. He ran up and do it. Now we came up again with the issue of website. How many of Autopilot have ever gone into that website since it was out? How many of you that are Autopilot that are listening now? How many of you have went there to research what is there? Someone ever told you that the main achievement they want to achieve in Biafra is for you to run away from your country. You see people carrying their bag and be running. That is what he put inside that place. That he make a form for you to come and seek asylum. You never start a war, you want your people to be seeking asylum. You people don't know nothing. Somebody is using your brain, telling you things. Okay, we came up again to tell them that why you have ministers that have names but no pictures. Some ministers, their name are two times there. They don't have pictures. He now came up yesterday, posted again to tell you that there are people living in the homeland. But if you go there, you will see that those people that don't have picture, they are all living in diaspora. So are you people daft? Are you people daft? So there are issues that someone might have at hand that our people don't know. He came up again and said, if you don't donate money in 1,000 men, you will be kicked out. So you only take people who bring money. That is why Ngozi or Abueze came and give him money and start manipulating Simon Ekpa. This is how they solve the struggle. So if people are coming up to tell us why are we attacking Simon Ekpa today, why did Simon Ekpa attack the DOS? Why did you join him to fight them?
We are not attacking him. We are only trying to make him so that he can stop all this deceiving.
No, Madam Ife, let's forget about it. We attack or we don't attack. Any word I use for it, I don't have to apologize for it. Any word I use for it, because someone never came up and told us that he will be the last bus stop of the DOS. Someone never came up to tell us that everybody will run away from IPOB for him. This is all what he said. So we don't need to paint issues here. So even if my mother is getting it wrong or my father is getting it wrong, I will stand before his face and tell him, Papa, you are getting it wrong.
I mean, I'm sorry. I just went to work.
No problem. So this is just the issue.
Look at the way she looks now. I went to work at midnight. Oh, because Madam Ife, I don't want that, because we are not people of suit. I don't need to wear suit to claim who I am. I don't need to be on suit to tell you who I am. I don't care. All these zombies, they will say, "Oh, Madam, if you look at the way you look today, that is
you know." And what else I want to tell them again? Okay. If they know that we are coming here to rant, if they feel like Ajay said yesterday, why are we talking about them? So, but why are they using our program to make their own program? What is their problem? Know. You accuse somebody for what you are doing, for crime you are committing, you are accusing somebody else for it.
Yeah.
So you want, when you people say something, we don't need to say nothing, we have to keep quiet. So Biafrans, I'm begging you, Biafrans, shine your eyes. I don't tell you, let me use this word, Kelechi, you people don't need to misunderstand me. We are not begging anybody to come and join what we are doing. Let me just put it this way. I'm very proud and bold to say it. If you know the truth, you come up. You wake up, you stand up. If you don't want to stand up, then you remain in your slumber and fall into the pit. This is what I want to say. This is my last word for you. Thank you.
I would like to correct here. They said that inconsistency woman, that woman they call Adadoroma, says it's only if he camp that is complaining. If he the ones they because they share the camps. No, people in Edo State, they're not my people in Ebonyi State, they're not in my camp. People in Enugu State.
What does she know? Yes,
yeah, people in Enugu State, they are not, but they are all calling me. So that woman, she's just confusing our people, and our people are there clapping for her, saying, this woman was even the one that was telling me, Madam, if you come out, and talk, come out that time. That was before the countdown. That was when we stopped. That they said we are on suspension. That was 6 months then. She was saying, Madam, if it's me, I will come. And I said, I beg, I don't even want to talk to her. I don't even want to talk with her. I didn't want to say anything to her. She was pushing. Madam, if you have evidence, give me. Never. I didn't talk to her. I didn't say nothing. She was, oh, Madam, if you can't you come out and defend yourself? No. She was pushing and pushing and pushing. And I said, what is wrong with this woman? She will be on the platform talking and talking and talking. I said, I never even contacted her to say anything. Never. I didn't. It was one day that I called her, and that day she says she's at work. And then I said, okay, we'll talk later. And that's I never. The only one I contacted was this audio that I sent. I was asking people for help. I said, let me see, maybe she can help. I never knew that she's like this, that this woman is just one kind of a human being. Tomorrow she will say something else. Tomorrow she'll say, oh God, I hate people like that. They're never hot, never cold. God said, such a people will feed them out. God, Jesus will feed such people out.
Kelechi, let me just respond very fast to what somebody wrote here. I don't know what is that his name? Joseph Udeze. He wrote, my question is, what are you doing for Biafra restoration? Please tell us what you people are doing. It will be more responsible that it will be more responsible that Simon, it will be more reasonable, that Simon this and that. So my brother or my sister that is fighting this thing, what I want to tell you is that if you have something in your head, then bring it up. If you know how we get that Biafra, bring it up. It must not come from me. You're also a Biafra. So what way? Yeah. I don't lead people. We can work collectively. If you know what you have, how we can get it, then come. Let's put it together and let's go and get it.
They're not telling them to stop saying things about us. So when they go to their platform, I see them praising them. You see them saying, oh, they are doing great. Oh, continue to bombard Madam Ife. This Madam Ife, this control, this accountability. They will not tell them to stop, that this is not right. That they are not.
Yeah, they will keep Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. I am, because of time, I would have loved us to maybe when we come up again, we're going to analyze distance. I thought this broadcast will not take more than 2 hours, but it's 2 hours 9 minutes now. And so I wanted us to take the points one after the other to make, because we need to. Sometimes you need to, open the brains of these people and put some stuff into it. Let them know and explain. For instance, the issue of 150 days. Some of them don't understand the implication of that 150 days. They don't understand. And thank God for Collins here, who is mentioning that adults were told to count 150 days. And he gave some analogy of that. So these are crazy things, So please, 1 minute. Please, 1 minute. Let's just take 1 minute each to just say
yes
to Biafrans. Yeah, please. So
yes, what I'm telling Biafrans is, as you can see, the lovers of freedom. Let me just tell you all, Biafrans, we are all Biafrans. What we are trying to do here is to get it right, because without the truth, we are going nowhere. So no matter who you believe in, believe you on DOS, believe you on autopilot, we are here to tell you the truth, because we will not sit back to allow this very issue of Biafran restoration to go down. So once we see the truth, we must come up to say it for the Biafrans to know that our hands are clean. I don't want my hands to be stained with anything that is happening in Biafra. When I die tomorrow, let me go to rest in peace and know that I played my part for the restoration of Biafra. So that is why we are here to tell you the truth. If you want to hear, you hear. If you want to listen, you listen. If you don't want, do whatever you want. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, comrade, for that. Madam Ifi, the 70-year-old woman. I wish I can see lots of friends, another 70-year-old person who is looking like this here. That I can go and talk to. I'm not listening.
No, Kelechi, if 70 years old women look like this, I will go and marry one very fast. Very, very fast.
Old age. And you know that at old age, you have something fresh.
Exactly. She knows everything. She can do everything.
Thank you so much for the compliment. I really appreciate the compliment. You know, the way, however.
Let's listen to our 70-year-old CC. Please, just go on. Please.
Exactly.
Exactly. Hey, watching Anurogo. So, what 70-year-old Madam Ifi. Okay. So, all I'm saying is this. I don't understand why Simon and Azuka will be, I'm still saying it, will be using ESN name to be collected during fundraising, whereas they are starving the ESN. This is uncalled for. This is not right. This is not fair. Please, you can't be using their ESN name. If you have formed your own Biafra Liberation Army, use them. That is your own. That is what you want to do. That is what you created. You formed them. You want this. Use them on your fundraising. There's no point you using ESN, whereas you are not giving them feeding money. You're not giving them nothing. And do you know that it's not easy for me either? Please give them their feeding money or stop using their ESN name. Stop using ESN name for your fundraising because you are scamming them. That is a scam. Real scam. You cannot use somebody's name and then you are not giving the person what you are using the name for. It's just scamming.
Collins is asking for your hand in marriage. He said 70-year-old.
You have a sister already.
You guys not see the picture? The picture they sent me and the pastor is married. Didn't you guys see the picture? Me and Pastor Livingston is now married.
Suddenly, as soon as he says he wants to marry you, he extended his hand of marriage. Your husband just came up, Pastor Emeka Livingston. He just showed up.
So Collins, we are sorry. Collins, we are sorry. We are sorry.
The wedding consist of men. Me and Pastor Livingston, we got married. Oh my God, this will catch me.
Pastor Livingston, hear you now, please. Can we hear you? We're already rounding off. It's already time. Okay, he's gone. So
it's out again.
Yeah. So before we go now, please, I want to tell them, those who can cut it and send to Raph Ajere Chiamaka, go and tell him what we have said today. and give him this information. And please tell him that he should go and bring evidences of his achievements, and let me bring mine, and let's come and compete on social media. Since he wants to come and begin to talk on social media and tell people how busy he is and how jobless.
And tell them that they should take their money. I don't want 20,000, whatever any amount. They should leave me alone with their money. I am not interested.
The 20,000.
Kelechi, before we leave, I want to advise our people. Our people should go make research. They should stop eating Maggi. There is a lot of fluoride. They should start taking fluoride. Fluoride destroys your brain. Go and Google what fluoride is. And there is something I want to make an advert. I want to make an advert for this company today. Someone help me, please. Go look for this very bottle. You see, Google it on net and please buy it so you can be drinking it. It will help you. Stop drinking those sugar you are putting in your body. So it's destroying your body. There is no fluoride here. I don't take fluoride. That is. I don't take fluoride. That is. You see. I don't take fluoride. That is why I reason this way. So stop taking fluoride. Stop taking fluoride into your system. Fluoride is very dangerous.
Very dangerous. You see how we love Simon? We don't hate him. All we want him that he should have done what he's supposed to do, the right thing, the needful, but he's not. And we are not happy because we are going around the circle.
No wonder you see all this, and that's why they are unstable mentally because of this chloride.
Exactly.
And you see those e-frogs here too. Please, e-frogs, if you are taking chloride, please reduce it because it's affecting. That's why you don't reason. When Simon talks, you hail him. When Simon talks, you hail him. When they do anything, you hail them because you don't have
exactly.
You don't.
The brain is destroyed. In your paste, this is what Unilever. This is what Unilever is doing in Africa to destroy your brain, so you can't reason. In your toothpaste, in your toothpaste, and everywhere is full of fluoride. Stop it. Go use that stick. You see that stick? You see that stick we used to chop in the village? That stick. It's better you use it in Nigeria than using those.
That's why their brain are damaged. That's why they can't even reason. That's why people, when they see the truth, they're hiding. They're saying it doesn't matter. This is not the truth. I don't know what kind of people have.
They are sick. They are sick. This is sickness. They are sick.
In 2020, he mentioned this. He talked about it in 2019-20 several times. He mentioned this issue of chloride, and he told the people to stop. So some people will not tell. No wonder they are now misbehaving. Thank you all. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. For those of you who need to have wives that are 70 and looking like Madam Ife, you can send your information.
Exactly. Before your applications, let's see who I'm going to go for. I'm not like those Caroline that is that said Ajero wanted her to have children for him. For him, that Caroline that said Ajero wanted him to have children and he was abusing him. That stupid woman.
Can you imagine? Thank you all. We appreciate you. We'll come your way again. Thank you all on behalf of the accountability group. We say thank you and we appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Madam Ife, the 70-year-old woman.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you. See you again. God bless you. Thank you.
So